Here, come on and talk, Wendy. Come on, Teddy. Teddy, come and talk. Teddy, come here and talk. Who do you want to see best at Christmas time?
Toy.
Toy?
Yeah.
Want to see Santa Claus?
Yeah. Let's do it.
No, let's just Wendy. Wendy, what do you want for Christmas?
A toy?
You want toys?
Yeah.
Want baby?
Baby toy.
Want garage? Want some cars?
Yeah.
Oh boy? You want a baby too?
Yeah.
Want a dolly?
Yeah.
And you can feed and change your diapers? What you like in dollies?
Like that one.
Baby fruit?
Yeah.
Not me. What else shall we do? What shall we get for Daddy?
A bowl. A car. A broken car. Bigger one. Just like this here.
A big broken car?
Yeah.
For what? To fix?
Yeah.
Maybe we should get in the boat.
Okay, good idea.
And go on the river?
Yeah. That would be real fun.
Maybe we should get you a fishing pole too.
Yeah.
What you want, Grandma and Grandpa? Piano?
Yeah.
Wouldn't a piano be nice? What else should we get? So what should we get Grandma Lou?
Some place too.
No. Umbrella?
Yeah.
Raincoat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would she like that?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What are you going to get me?
Some toys too.
I don't want any toys. What do I want?
Yeah. I need lots of cars. Play with me there.
Okay.
Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells sing and jingle bell talk. Ringing and rocking that away in the frosty air. Da 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 da. Jingle bell time is a swell time. Here I am hanging out at Wendy's house, just marveling at the convenience of a real American-style apartment. Watching the kitty sleep on a pillow, a white pillow at that. Looking at the Christmas tree and presents stacked high. Looking at the Santa Claus I brought home from Taiwan. Looking at the kitchen laid out in such a beautiful style that I have to take a picture. Shockingly, many slurred words after my extreme training in Taiwan. I'm still having trouble enunciating. Okay, there are purple and pink ornaments hanging from the tree, and a dove connected with a trumpet. Very cute. The presents are wrapped in something very traditional. And the paintings are the old Caribbean paintings, beautiful pink and green. The bouquet sits on the table. The bananas linger, beckoning to me. Why do I love bananas? The coffee was great this morning. Well, it wasn't great. It wasn't as great as the Seattle coffee, but it was certainly good. And I hope when I speak like this, it's like my Taiwanese-style English, because I thought I had improved. Now, stalling, going into the shower as usual.
Hi, Lila. This is Wendy. I'm at work tonight until 9:30, but I was wondering if I could come out there tonight and,
Wendy?
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I don't know why my phone isn't ringing. I guess something's off.
Oh, really?
So what are you doing?
I'm at work right now, and I have to work till 9:30, but I was wondering if you were going to be up, because I was going to come by and visit you and maybe get my plants.
That would be great, yeah.
So, I'll be there probably around 10 then.
Okay.
I'll just come straight out.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. How's it going at your new house? You like it there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. Two of them, and I'm really proud. They're not, like, awesome or anything, but
Yeah.
they're cool. It's cool enough to be proud of.
Oh, that's great.
So I just want you to come over and see our little
Oh, that
back
would be
deck.
really
It's so
nice.
beautiful. I spent all day yesterday doing our back deck.
Oh,
But
that's
I'm going to come out and get my plants done tonight.
Okay.
So I'll just see you about 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hi, Valentine. Plan A isn't so bad. I'm looking at some lovely, elegant tulips I bought myself, and I'm finishing a cappuccino brownie with my morning coffee. Tonight I'll skip Ally McBeal and go to the Greek film at the Hollywood and reminisce about 7 years ago when I received 2 marriage proposals in 2 weeks. I think the secret is to stop contemplating and get out and contemplate someone else. Read her body language, ask her questions about herself, and forget yourself for a while. I love you, Valentine.
Hi, Lila. This is Vivian. It's about 6:20 on Sunday. I forgot to call you yesterday. I've been keeping.
Oh, wait, Viv.
Oh, hi.
I didn't hear it ring.
Oh, how about that? I've been keeping so busy. I forgot to call you yesterday. I'm doing it out of nervous energy, you know.
Oh, well, that's good news. I was wondering if I realized yesterday, well, if she's in labor, you're really not going to have any time anyway.
No, I just had time to call you. But she's not in labor yet, even.
Well, I had some of my motherly instincts saying, well, Monday morning we can run in and take her to the doctor but then I was just talking to Mom, and she reminded me that the RH factor doesn't really come into play until after the first baby usually, so I forgot about that. I had just read that too. And so that's one thing off my mind.
That's good.
And then I thought, well, it's always good to have your blood type crossed, which was what we used to do in the hospital in case anything happens, but
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah,
We'll probably find out she's AB negative, and but I think now you're just, I mean, it might be easier just to imagine that she's going to be out of the way soon.
I don't think so, probably.
I think they're going to be so mad at each other, though, after they go through this.
It could be. That we were next door. They invited us to a barbecue, and so I was away from the phone for a number of hours, and so, or not very, but an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So I called when I got back. I called at 5:30 about, because that's a good time to call them anyway. Johnny's usually possibly sleeping until 5, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing's happened. So, I've been working too hard. My body hurts so bad it actually hurts to hold the phone receiver.
Wow, Viv, I was realizing, you told me that when you were gardening before, but I never worked to that point.
Oh, I always have. I even, I never got used to it either.
Well, the funny thing is you don't do it often enough probably to get into shape or something.
Well, you would think that, but even when I was younger in the 80s, and I would garden, of course, Lila, I used to garden for sometimes 8 hours in a stretch. And I mean, like digging. I think the most I ever, one of the hardest days I ever worked, that we had to dig mounds of dirt that we were wanted to level. I was actually the one that wanted to level it. But we had a lot of low areas, and so we would dig it and dump it into a wheelbarrow and go and dump it into the spots. And once I loaded 17 loads in one day. I think that's the most I ever did in one day.
Well,
But I never did get used to it, ever.
But where do you think you get the adrenaline to keep on that long?
It's really obsession is what it is.
Is it in your mind?
Coffee helps.
People stop and stare, they don't bother me. For there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Enchantments go on every door. No, it's just a mystery where you live. People stop and stare, they don't bother me. For there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be.
Well, I mean, the upgrade would make it, a little better.
Oh, so you wish you could pay for that.
Well, the upgrade is only going to be a little over $100 rather than $400.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, it's just that when you can eke out the money, though. Well, why don't you go ahead and apply for that financial aid?
Well, I don't know.
You don't want to yet?
I need to get a job because I want to get out of here.
No, honey. Is it bad besides just being crowded?
No. Well, the airplanes fly right overhead.
Gee, how can he stand it? How long has he been there?
Since
Years?
last summer.
Oh. Well, I guess just for me, I keep saying things that are for you that don't apply, but if you want to go to school, you need a part-time job. And if you want to not go to school, then you need a full-time job, right?
Well, I got to think about my living situation.
So you definitely need a full-time job for now.
Well, to improve my living situation.
Yeah.
But I just called to tell you that I had that program.
Okay.
Excuse me, I would like to see the manager here. I would like to see the manager. My coffee is quite cold and my tea is quite hot. Just the opposite of what I asked for. Please enter the room quietly and sit down. Well, once upon a time, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, I talked into this recorder on this same highway, trying to decide if I have an accent and if I have an interesting voice and if I can articulate and make people interested. And here, 9 months later, I found out I have another new accent that I didn't even want, and I can't really describe, except that sometimes I clip my vowel to the nth degree, and it's not British and it's not American. And that's an American. I wonder if I can learn now to talk in any other way. Talk. I've learned to say talk. Tick-tock, talk. Chalk. Block. So I do say aw. I should test myself on every single word. But, what have I done with my projects? Another week is going down the tube. I just wish I hadn't had a birthday. I wish I could take back my birthday. I wish I could take back my decision to go into that scarlet tree. Wish I could take back going to Wendy's on Thursday when I should have gone to Oregon. America. I've got to go to South America. I've screwed up, but when I was thinking of going to have a new relationship, I thought, well, what will I do with my friends? How can I get away and have a really close friendship with my friend like Robert if I had a husband or boyfriend? And then it showed me last night, even though it was something I thought I dreamed about, I don't want to compromise. I want complete ability to do anything that comes up that seems desirable. And it's too bad. But my time is still valuable to me. Someday I'll be different. Someday I will be selfish. And right now I'm thinking about going to my father's and forgetting my need for money and just ask him what he thinks he can do for my mother. I think he may be in the right mood to do this. But what he could do, I don't know. What he could do on his own. I could lead him. My first suggestion is to get some property, but even getting property is dangerous for her. Remember when I hoped to go to Malaysia and I decided I couldn't waste money like that? Now I realize, yes, I could have wasted this money like that and I would have been very happy. Well, don't think about it. But in the meantime, whenever I do the right thing, it always turns into the wrong thing. So I should always be trying to do the selfish thing because whenever I'm good, I'm very, very hurt. And I keep remembering, last night this person was telling me, oh, I'm so beautiful, I'm so sweet, why am I not married? And now I have to admit it's because I'm very hard to get along with. And I'm very unlucky as well. But in the meantime, you know, I just am happy that the weather is beautiful, that the scenery is magnificent, that I'm getting to see the side of Oregon and Washington that I always thought were such important parts, the nature and the... Well, I'm driving up in Washington and I see some gorgeous things around here. There's, the sun is setting and now it's turning pink. There are clouds lying on the fields. It's the most unbelievable thing. Oh, right. I've seen Mount Rainier in full sunlight, and then I saw it in pink sunset, and then I saw Mount St. Helens. It looked like a huge cloud flying. Sorry, I was talking too soon.
Lila, this is Gail. Are you leaving tomorrow? I wish you everything when you go overseas. Please write to us and let you know how you're doing. We'll miss you. I'll miss you because I'm used to talking to you. I wish you the best of luck and may God be with you overseas. Love you and take care.
Democracy here. I know the people are in such good order.
I have Wen Chao Lai here talking to me about the new elections for Taipei and Taiwan, choosing between the KMT and the DPP and the new party, all which will determine the future of Taiwan and maybe be a turn in the road, because I like to hear the city sound.
All right. You know, I want to pray.
Okay. Yeah, I think an umbrella too. If we have.
I
I have a very big umbrella, but I didn't know it was going to rain.
No, it's all right. I will get a hat on that.
I wondered if I should take my umbrella to Japan, because it's always raining in Japan. Just like in Oregon.
No, my roommate is not now.
Such a cute little adventure during the month of November 1994, when I lived in the Takashimaya district. Oh well, that was the best month I had in Taiwan, I believe. So here I am, not having the best month, probably having the worst 3 months I ever had in Taiwan. The rain outside, the strangeness of the friends, the people acting, I guess, flaky. One day they're very interested, and the next day they're unreachable. Some people asking me why I don't learn Chinese, others saying, oh, you just can't learn it, it's so complex. Just finished my visit with Robert and almost went to work with him and did this funny thing. He said, I'm going to Yunping, and I was on the way to the library in Taipei City. So I thought, oh, I should go, because it's such a long process to get there. But instead, last minute, I realized riding on the back of a motorcycle in my shorts scared me a lot. And I decided to jump off, and he agreed, so I took the bus. But anyway, I took the bus that went by the entrance to the temple that I'd noticed last time on this new 206 winding bus. And because I made the error first to decide to go with him and then split decision to jump off and come back home, I'm now in one of the most beautiful places I've ever found in Taipei. The top of the mountain alone on a circular bench, I suppose you would say. It looks like a water tank, but it's not. Almost like a sacrificial sphere, no, not sphere, dial. It's round, and there's a view of the hills up on Yangmingshan, and down below, different side of the city than I've seen before. And strangely enough, I can hear the echo, and you maybe can hear the echo of this school down there. It's like they're like a swarm of bees. Disconcerting to a Westerner, but I'm sure it's a passing, common thing in Asia to hear this constant buzzing of the new generation. So I actually came up here hoping to find a way down on the other side so that I can come here from home instead of the bus. And I think I'm seeing from here that it's quite a long walk, and I may be able to find the bus. But also, I just think I should stay here a while. It's so nice. Robert and I had this discussion about my wrinkles, because it seems that everyone's trying to help me this month on improving my wrinkled face. And it's also the fact that I've been impressed that my pictures are making me look very unwrinkled. So I don't see the wrinkles. Even if I do see the wrinkles, I don't want them to be a negative thing. But Robert said, oh, they show wisdom. But I said, Robert, all it shows is that I'm Caucasian. But I didn't say Caucasian. I said, this is what white skin does. And then I showed him a picture of Catherine Deneuve, whom I shouldn't compare myself with, and parenthesis information there. And he just was at a loss to say who had more wrinkles. But I'm sure she had as many wrinkles as I do. And now I'm subliminally thinking I should get a photograph taken of me very close up so I can just see how many wrinkles I have. But perhaps I have more wrinkles when I talk, the expressions I make. Because in a picture I'm at rest. When I talk, I probably squint my eyes and make lots of wrinkly faces. But no problem. I mean, I'm getting by with this wrinkly face. The only reason I told him the only reason I need a smooth face is to get a younger man, which I'm not supposed to get anyway. So, etc., etc. But now I feel very uneasy, like I've been faulted for some kind of error that I've gotten old too fast, or I look older than I should. But everyone says they think I look younger than I am. So what is this ambiguous problem? I suppose they think of me as young and want me to look young. And also that they think of me maybe beautiful but don't admit it. And they don't like to see something marring the beauty, just like I don't like to see something standing in the way of beauty. So it's really too bad, because we have this idea that beauty doesn't go with age, and yet beauty can go with age. And so I'll try not to think about it. I'll try not to be any more aware of my wrinkles than I have been. This oil of Olay everyone tells me about is junk.
But when I went to Europe, I was on a self-realization journey, and well, for myself, I just recently believed that I have a future. I have a really long future. That's my personal future. Because I've gone through so much in the last year and a half since I came back to America, it's helped me make up my mind about the future. Because I'm always torn between my role as a mother and the subordinate role of being a behind-the-scenes person, pushing my children ahead, and that causes me to take certain journeys and detours from my own career. Not all women feel this obligation, but I seem to have been stuck with it. So I came back from Taiwan for that reason. And it was a very good reason. My daughter was at a turning point in her life. She needed to get married. I wanted to be here for that. She needed to have me here when she got pregnant and had a long pregnancy that was a little complicated. I was glad to be here for her, and get through each stage, and now she's delivered her baby on January 11th, and it was wonderful. Everything went right, except one thing, and that was that I realized now my job is finished, and I really don't know what the next role, or what is the next step in that role as grandmother. So I had to do some thinking, a lot of thinking in the last 6 to 8 weeks. And I've delved into my journals and my writings and my old letters and communications from friends, and I've had to reevaluate who I am, or who I've been and where I've been.
Tuesday, 4:45 p.m.
It's me. I'm next bill to meet you. Bryce took an entire bowl of minestrone soup and threw it all over the entire dining room and kitchen and living room. So I'm going to have to spend the rest of the day cleaning the floor. There's tomato spots all over the place. And he's going to spend the rest of the day in his room. He's not going anywhere. So we're not going to be able to come today. Call me later. Bye.
Yo. So,
Jack, I was just thinking of you. Hold on.
oh, sure. What?
Just a minute.
Screening your calls?
Well, I'm sorry. I was going to call and tell you that it's really slow here, and they want to send me home. So,
Oh, okay.
so if
Great.
you want to head to my house, I'll leave here in about 2:30.
Is there any way you want to just come here? But,
Oh, I could do that. Would you rather me do that?
well, if you have enough time.
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
This is just a kiss. A smile is just a smile. As time goes by, you must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. A smile is just a smile.